Good morning, welcome back to another weekly vlog. I haven't had the most productive start to the week. Woke up a lot later than I'd planned, but haven't been feeling that well, so I think I just needed the sleep. I am going to do some editing this morning, and then I've got a hospital appointment this afternoon, and then I've got a meeting this evening. So, a bit of a boring day, but that's just how it is. My hospital appointment is for my wrist, so I'm seeing the hand and wrist surgeon because I had a scan ages ago that showed that I'd torn some of the ligaments and cartilage in my wrist, and I've had physio and acupuncture and all sorts of different interventions, and nothing has really helped. So yeah, I'm gonna go and see him and see what he says. So I'm a bit nervous about that. Just because, well, it's a new thing and I don't know whether he'll be able to help, and if he can help, what it will be, and yeah, so I'm a little bit anxious about that, but I'm just going to get on with some editing to try and take my mind off that while I'm waiting for that to come round. So I've just finished doing my editing this morning and we've got Noah today, so I've come down to have some lunch and say hello to him. What? The dog's barking. A bit mad here today. Yeah. Is it a madhouse? Is it a madhouse, Noah? Yeah.
It's unbearable.
Have you just eaten your lunch? How was your lunch? I hear you didn't really want it. No. No. Is Rosie trying to eat you? Right, I need to get my lunch now, I think. Quite how good this light is, but it's getting dark. I haven't filmed very much today, so I apologise for that. It's just not really been one of those days that I've been able to film much, because I spent the morning doing editing, so wasn't really much there. I had my lunch and then I've just spent the afternoon at the hospital, so again, not really able to film while I was there. My appointment went okay. The surgeon was really nice. He looked at my MRI scans that I've had done of my wrist and asked for the history and whether I'd had an accident or whether it had just sort of come on. And then he did a lot of examinations, moving my wrist in different ways and all sorts of things, and kind of asking whether it hurt, which it did, and he did things and asked whether my pins and needles were getting worse, and things like that. And then he kind of talked through my scans with me, which no one had really done properly, and he says I've got a partial tear on this bit here, and then I've got another partial tear kind of in the middle, and he said that those would probably be causing me pain, although he said if you scanned a group of 30-year-olds, 30% of them would have partial tears, so it's not unusual basically, and not necessarily something that needs to be sorted in a lot of people. But he said it wouldn't be causing the pins and needles that I get and the numbness. And when he was examining me, he was also a little bit concerned because when I move my wrist, it's quite clunky. It cracks and it clicks a lot, and I do click a lot anyway, probably because of my EDS. But he asked me to go and get an x-ray done, and he said when they did the x-ray he wanted them to move my hand and do it in different places. So I went off and had that done, which took it took a little while, but they were prioritising outpatient people rather than people that had come from the GP. So I actually got seen quite quickly. Got that done and then had to go back to see the consultant again. He went through my x-rays with me and basically they were all okay. He was concerned basically that some of the bones that make up your like hand and wrist, he thought that they might be moving in the wrong way, in the wrong places. But he said actually, although my ligament has a partial tear, it still seems to be holding them together quite well, so that's quite good. So yeah, he kind of said that he would like to get a little bit more information before he goes ahead and does anything. And because we don't really know why I'm getting such bad pins and needles, he is going to refer me to have a nerve conduction test on my arm, wrist, hand. I have had them done before. I had one fairly recently on my legs. It's not the most pleasant test because you get these like electrical currents put through you and I find it quite painful. I think I've had them done on my arms before, quite a long time ago. But basically he wants me to have that done because that might show up if I've got a nerve being compressed. If they come back showing that I have got a compressed nerve, then he says that surgery can be quite successful in sorting that out. If they don't show a compressed nerve, I think he's a little bit more hesitant to think about surgery, because he said that for some people with the partial tears, you can go in and do surgery and kind of clean it all up and, you know, put it back together and stuff, and it can be really helpful for the patient. But in other people you can do that and it doesn't make any difference, and obviously by having that operation done you are immobilizing your hand and wrist for a while. So there's kind of pros and cons, and I think he just wants to get a bit more of a picture before we kind of make any decisions. So I've got an appointment to see him again in June. Hopefully by that point I would have had the nerve conduction studies, and then we can have a think about like where to go from there. He also said that because I use a stick, basically that is not helping my wrist, because when you hold your stick you're constantly putting pressure through your wrist and it's not good for it basically. So he suggested that I look into getting some forearm crutches. So basically you hold them across your whole forearm so any kind of pressure is like spaced out. The only problem is you can't generally get them on the NHS, and to buy them they are not cheap, so I need to have a think about it. I think it's something I need to do because when I have my leg operations, I am going to need to be on crutches, and therefore I'm going to be putting even more weight through my wrists, and I just don't think they can take it much more. So it's something I need to consider, I think. But I mean I've looked at smart crutches and they're like going on £100, so yeah. It's not great and it's frustrating because it's not something that I really want to have to spend money on. Like being chronically ill and disabled gets bloody expensive, and I might make a video about this sometime. But yeah, anyway, the actual appointment went well and I was really like pleased that he was nice. He like explained things so well and like always asked me if like I had any questions. He asked me if I was like happy with the like plan of action and stuff. So yeah, it was nice to have a positive appointment. So I'm home now, as you can probably tell, and I've got a meeting in a little bit, so I'm just gonna have, I don't know, I might just have some toast or something, and have a bit of a rest until I have to go out for my meeting. So I got up quite early this morning because I wanted to ring to try and get a doctor's appointment. Basically I found a lump kind of right at the top of my abdomen, and yeah, I was a bit worried about it. I asked my mum to feel as well, to check that there was actually a lump there, because I don't know, I think sometimes you think you can feel something and then someone else can't, but she had a feel and she was like, yeah, there's definitely a lump there. So I rang the doctors this morning and said, could I please see a doctor today? And he asked whether it was medically urgent for seeing a doctor today. So I just said, look, well, I found a lump and I want to get it checked out to make sure it's nothing serious. And she sort of went quiet for a minute and she said, oh, I can't find any appointments until at least next week. And I was like, all right, okay. And I was like, well, I've actually got a GP appointment next week, but I wasn't sure if this needed checking sooner so that it could be like ruled out as anything serious. So she said, oh, hang on, I'll go and talk to somebody. So she went off and talked to somebody and came back and just said that a breast lump, not a breast lump, I've got it in my head now, that a lump you can't be seen in urgent care with something like a lump, because they can't make any like referrals if you go to urgent care or anything like that. And she just said that the earliest I can be seen is next week. So I was a bit like, oh, okay. And she said, oh, I understand that you're probably worried. And I was like, well, yeah, I am. And she just said, if anything changes, you know, ring back and we'll see what we can do. And I'm thinking, well, like, what's going to change? I've got a lump in my abdomen that I don't know why is there, and yeah, what is going to change that would make it more likely for me to get an appointment? So I don't get that. So yeah, that is a bit frustrating, and I've already been quite anxious about it because, I don't know, you find a lump and you just think of, I suppose, like the worst case scenario, and I keep trying to like reason with my thoughts and be like, you know, I'm sure it's nothing serious. I'm wondering whether it's a hernia because it's where I've had an incision when I had my gallbladder out. It's quite like close to that, so I'm wondering if that has like split or something and I'm getting a hernia or something. I don't know, that's my thinking. But although I keep thinking that, I also keep thinking of other things that cause lumps and yeah, getting anxious about it. So yeah, somehow now I've got to get through till next week feeling anxious and having panic attacks because I don't know what this lump is. Which, yeah, I don't know, I just maybe naively assumed that if you rung up and said you'd found a lump, that it would be classed as something that needed to be dealt with quickly. But apparently not. I'm trying to remember because a few years ago I found a breast lump and I can't remember the time scale of, I can't remember how long it took me to get an appointment with the doctor. When I saw the doctor, I got referred for a scan on the 2-week rule, but I can't remember whether I was able to see a doctor on the day or whether it was the same thing. But yeah, I just thought I'd say it because I think if I talk about it, hopefully it won't all be stuck in my head and I won't be feeling quite so anxious. So yeah, I just need to kind of try and keep myself busy and not think about it too much. But I'm going to get on with the blog post this morning, I think. I don't really have any plans today apart from this evening. I'm helping at the Cub Scout group with a disability awareness evening. But apart from that, just going to get on with some work, I think. up later in the day now. I've had my lunch. I'm back up in my office doing a little bit more blog, YouTube work stuff. Really struggling to stay awake. I just feel so tired. I like keep shutting my eyes and like I feel myself drifting off to sleep. But I really want to get this blog post up and I would like to get a bit more editing done because we're going to have Noah tomorrow, and so it's always a bit like hit and miss as to whether I get much work done or not. So I wanted to get as much done today as I possibly can, but I think I might have to stop in a bit because I physically can't keep my eyes open anymore. So yeah, might go downstairs in a bit and just sit on the sofa. I don't necessarily want to go, well, I do want to go to sleep, let's be real, but you know, just do something other than sitting at the computer. I need to do a bit of planning, but I also need to have a rest if I'm going to go and help with the Cub's disability evening this evening. I just need a bit of energy for that as well. So yeah, going to get this blog post up and then think I might go and have a bit of a rest. I've just got back from doing the Cubs disability awareness evening, so we're doing tonight and then also Thursday night, because they have two groups, and yeah, I think it went quite well. We did like a little presentation to start with where I found quite a good video that was suitable for that kind of age group to just kind of introduce disability and different types of disability, and then we had a little chat about what disability is and the different kinds of disabilities that there are, and quite a lot of them kind of contributed with, you know, their thoughts about disability and types of disability. There were a few like interesting comments that I suppose it's quite important actually, because like we included like mental health problems in there, and one of the children said, oh yeah, but people with mental health problems, they're like crazy and insane, aren't they? So I guess having that come up was quite a good talking point to, you know, try and change the way they view disability and mental health. And then once we'd had that kind of talk, we split them into 3 groups and we did activities. They kind of rotated to try and help them have a bit more understanding of certain disabilities. So we had one where we got them to use lentils to spell out their names in Braille. So they like had a sheet that they could see like what each letter is, and they did that and they seemed to really enjoy that. There was another one where we were talking like they were experiencing sort of hearing loss, and they were learning lip reading and doing some finger spelling with sign language. And then we also did, they had to try and make a jam sandwich but only using one hand. And yeah, I mean, they're quite simplistic activities, but it just gives them a little bit of an understanding sort of practically of what disability can be like, and they seem to really like engage well, which was good. So yeah, I quite enjoyed it. I don't know, like, because when I went to college, I did child development, and when I first went to uni, I was doing childhood studies, and that was kind of where I was thinking of like going with a career, was working with children. So, and I haven't really done working with children for a while, like, because I also worked in a school for like 5 years before my health got worse. And yeah, it kind of made me think, oh, I do like miss it a bit, but also it is exhausting. So yeah, maybe just doing it now and again, because I love my writing and stuff, and I don't think I physically could work like in a school or something these days, because I think it would just be too much for me. But yeah, I do miss it. I just love like the conversations you have with them, and yeah, like there's just no 2 days the same working with kids. So yeah, I do miss it, but at the same time it just isn't practical at the moment. But yeah, back again on Thursday to do it again. Hopefully I'll feel a little bit less anxious about it on Thursday, because I've done it once before. But yeah, I'm home now. I'm going to get into my pyjamas, I'm going to make a cup of tea and just chill out.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire.
What's that? Bus?
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Digger?
You make me smile, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon is the snow, we don't care about the others. You set my world on fire. You're my heart's desire. I just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire. You set my world on fire. I just want you.
Hello, I haven't actually spoken to you this morning yet. Oh, I can't even say this morning, it's like 1:10. But yeah, I've just been doing a bit of editing this morning while Noah was asleep, and then since he's been up, kind of played with him for a bit, and I've just given him his lunch and he's gone off to toddler group now. I'm not feeling brilliant. I keep getting these really sort of sharp stomach pains, and every time one comes on I feel really sick and I feel like kind of faint and clammy. I don't really know what it is. I don't know whether it's related to this lump that I found in my abdomen, if it's just my digestive problems having a bit of a flare up. It reminds me of before I had my gallbladder taken out and I had gallstones, and I would get these like attacks of this kind of pain, and it's in a similar place, which, yeah, I don't really know what it could be because I haven't got a gallbladder anymore. But yeah, I'm seeing the doctor on Monday, so I'm just hoping that it kind of doesn't get any worse before I see them. Otherwise I'll just have to ring up again. But yeah, I'm gonna get myself some lunch now, and then I am planning to go swimming because I didn't manage to go last week. So yeah, it's another nice day. So nice out there. I think this is meant to be like the last sort of like hot sunny day, which is slightly annoying because we obviously want to go to Basildon Park, which we didn't get to do last week because my dad was ill. So we were going to do it for my mum's birthday, but we haven't managed to go. And I've also still got, for my birthday, my mum and dad said they were going to take me for afternoon tea somewhere like this really nice hotel, and we want to do that when the weather's nice because there's some nice grounds there. So yeah, typically I think when we actually decide we want to do those things, it's probably going to be like wet and cold and rainy. So yeah, slightly annoying, but just trying to make the most of the nice weather like while it's here. But yeah, gonna go and get some lunch now. Just come out of swimming. Wasn't on my own today for a change. I can't remember the last time there were people there. I mean, it was only, well, a gentleman was just getting out, and there was only one other lady like in the pool with me, which is still pretty good going, you know, considering most pools you go to are really busy. Yeah, it was nice to have a little swim around. The sun, they have like glass all along one walk, like, oh no, all along two walls, so you get the sun like coming in, and it's really nice. And I was chatting to this lady afterwards that was in with me, and was saying like what a nice pool it is and stuff, and how you kind of almost feel like you're like in a spa or on holiday or something like that. Yeah, it's just nice. I just find when I come here, I just unwind a bit and relax, and like, I know it's nice to feel like I'm doing something like proactive to help my health, because I struggle to do much exercise, and it's nice to feel like I can be doing something, because when I was younger, like growing up, I did quite a lot of exercise. I went dancing like 3 or 4 times a week, and I was just always very, very busy and on the go. I like going for walks, and I just can't do a lot of that stuff anymore. So it's nice to find an exercise that I can do. I'd like to try and do more. I still keep meaning to try Pilates, because they often recommend that for people with EDS. I'm not allowed to do yoga, but Pilates is okay. So I don't know, I keep meaning to look on YouTube actually, because I'm sure there's loads of like videos and stuff that I could do at home, but it's just getting around to it, isn't it? But yeah, such a lovely day. I would quite like to go out for like a walk in my wheelchair now, but I'm gonna go home because Noah should be getting back from toddler group. I forgot what it's called then, and then I think he's going early because they've got an appointment to take him to, so I want to say a quick hello to him before he heads off, and then maybe try and finish editing my vlog. I'll see how we get on, but yeah, gonna head home. Nana. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Hi everyone. Yeah, you can have the empty packet.
It doesn't taste very nice.
Oh. Rebecca, have the empty packet. You gonna give Becca one?
Oh. Oh. Yummy. Oh no, just the one.
You have it.
You that one?
No, not the dog.
Good boy.
Good boy.
Oh.
Oh, I don't. It's okay. I don't want one.
Oh,
thank
boy.
you. You doing a shimmy?
Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Shimmy.
You gonna eat your Crispies with a spoon? Interesting. Oh, bless him.
Yeah. What do you want me to do? Okay.
Just come out of my psychotherapy group. I missed last week, and it always feels a bit weird when you've missed a week because you feel like you've missed so much. Yeah, it was a good group today. It's definitely got colder. Like the good weather has gone. It was raining a bit this morning, and yeah, maybe that's our summer god. It's not even March yet. We've got Noah again today. I've got reflexology this afternoon, so I need to go and get some money out on the way home. And got another Cub night tonight to do the disability awareness stuff again. So it's going to be a busy day, and I'm already exhausted, like trying to stay awake in the group. I was like, can't keep my eyes open. But yeah, I'm going to head home, I think David and Emma are going to be around as well, so have a little chat with them and have some lunch because I'm quite hungry. And yeah, I think I feel like we're running out of breath. But yeah, I'm going to drive home, I think, and see if Mr. Noah's awake. God, I didn't think I'd ever going to get home. The traffic was so bad. It's taken me nearly an hour and a half for like what usually is, I don't know, a half-hour journey. So yeah, that was not much fun, and I'm even more hungry now. So I'm going to go and get some lunch before I wilt. I got my money out and got that sorted, but oh, blimey heck, hate traffic. You say baby.
A baby.
A baby.
Oh.
Come on, stand up.
Yeah. I've got my dinner here. What are you doing?
Come on. Come on.
Oh no.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
It's Grumpy.
Oh no, you're standing up.
Up. What is this knee walking thing?
Is that it's easier? Yeah, Jones is like, I can't get it.
Ow. You could walk. I don't know. You're doing what the doggies do. Is he copying what Alfie does with his teddy?
Oh, could be.
Hello. Ready? Bounce, bounce, bounce.
Mum and Dad are going to hate us.
Is it funny? Oh, are you tired?
Night night.
Are you tired?
There's a baby in Emma's tummy.
Where?
In Emma's tummy, Boo. In Emma's tummy, there's a baby. Not my tummy. Emma's. Look, Emma's. There's a baby in there. Can you say hello, baby?
No. No. Noah. Stop. Yes, I know. No.
What are you doing? Why are you tidying up?
No. Today has just felt mad. Well, getting home from group, I think I mentioned, was awful. Like, the traffic was bad. And I had a bad headache, which wasn't helping. And then we've had Noah and also my sister's goddaughter here. And she's 2, so a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old. It's been a bit mental. And my brother and sister-in-law have been here as well. So it's just been very, very busy. So I haven't got any work done at all, but I'm kind of doing okay with my list at the moment. Yeah, and I've sat on the sofa now and I'm struggling to keep my eyes open, but I need to get something to eat quickly because I'm going back out to do this other Cubs disability night, and I could really do without it because I just want to go to sleep, but hopefully I can wake up for it once I've had something to eat, and I'll put the telly on for a bit and just, yeah, try and wake myself up a bit. Hello, I look as tired as I feel. Yeah, sorry that I kind of stopped filming yesterday. I just ran out of energy. I haven't done much this morning. I kind of slept until quite late. But then, I don't know, the last few days just seem to have been quite busy, and I think I just needed the rest. So yeah, I'm up and I'm just getting my weekly vlog uploaded, so that's hopefully going to be up today. And I'm just waiting for my mum to be ready, and then I think we might go over to Next because my friend Katrina had her baby recently, and I'd like to get something to send her. So I think that's the plan for today, but while I'm waiting I'm just kind of getting on with some bits on my computer. My weekly vlog is uploading. I've written about half a blog post, and now my mum and I are going to head over to Next. I think we're going to get some lunch there and just have a little look around. I've got a voucher as well from my birthday, so I might just have a little look and see if there's anything that I like as well. So I'm just trying a few bits on in Next because, as I said, I had some vouchers left from my birthday, and I thought I'd show you what I'm trying on. So the first thing is these denim legging jeans, and I've gone for like this very dark blue. The lighting's terrible in here. These are my favourite jeans because they're so comfortable. It's like they're wearing a pair of leggings, but it looks a little bit smarter than wearing leggings. And yeah, I really like these. I may do a little like a haul on my like sit down haul, but I thought I'd show you these anyway. So what do you reckon, Mum?
I think they look very nice.
Yeah, and for 20 quid I think they're a bit of a bargain. So next up is this leopard print jumper. It's quite similar. I've got like a pink one, which you've probably seen, that I got from Marks and Spencer's, but this is just like the classic leopard print, and it's really warm and snuggly and soft, and I quite like this. So yes, I think that might be a yes as well. Can you tell that I love a good jumper? So this is the third thing that I'm trying on, and again I like it, which is not good because my voucher does not cover everything. But yeah, it's really nice, like pastel colours. Again, it's really soft, slightly thinner than the other one, but yeah, it'd be perfect for like going into the spring. And yeah, I quite like that one as well. We're back home now, and I thought I would just show you the little outfit that I've got to give to my friend Katrina, because I've got to show you while we're in Next, and I've also got something else that I was going to show you as well. So this is the little outfit that I've got to send to my friend. It's just a little like light blue top with this teddy bear on that says toot toot. Long sleeved, and then it's got navy trousers with little cars on it. I've gone for 3 to 6 months, so it's fairly thin, which will be like perfect for the time of year, hopefully. And I don't think it hasn't got sort of like feet or anything because it's going to be getting warmer, so he's not really going to need those. It was £10. I've also ordered something from the Disney store, which is on its way, so I'll show you when that arrives. But yeah, I just thought this was really cute. So years ago I joined this thing called Savvy Circle. It's something that anybody can join. It's not a blogger thing at all, and they send you sort of like questionnaires and stuff like that about products and things that you might have tried, and then occasionally they also do these like product testing panel things, and you just fill in like some information, and then they pick people that they think are right for doing the testing. So I got an email a bit back about the Olay Regenerist Whip moisturiser, and I thought, oh, that sounds quite nice, so sort of filled it in, and then got an email a little while later saying that I had been chosen to take part. And then this arrived, so I've got this black bag, and inside there was an envelope, and it's got some information about the Olay Whip moisturiser. So I think I've got the red one, and it just tells you like a bit about it and stuff. And then there's this, which is, oh, it's got lots of little questionnaires to give to friends to see what they think of the product, and this just tells you a little bit about the project, what you get and what they kind of would like you to do. So that's that. And then in the bag you get, if I can find it, so you get a full-sized thing of Olay Whip. Is it Whip or Whipped? not focusing. Olay Regenerist Whip Active Moisturiser. So I get that one to try out, and then I can fill in, like, they send you surveys about all sorts of things to do with it, and just basically they just want to know what I think of it. But then I also get a whole load of these, which are little samples that I can give to friends and family, so they can try it out as well. There's also a saving £1.50 off at Superdrug. And then, yeah, they try these, and then I fill in the, sorry, the dog's barking. Then I fill in the little questionnaires, so that basically, I think the Savvy Circle people are just trying to get as much information from lots of different people as possible about what they think of the moisturiser. So yeah, I've done this. I've had a couple of these before. I'm trying to think what I've had before. Oh, I had a Herbal Essences one, and I had a Febreze one or something. You don't get them like hugely often, but you kind of fill in the stuff, and yeah, they kind of come occasionally. So if anyone's interested in doing sort of like product trials and filling in surveys and getting like coupons and stuff, I definitely recommend Savvy Circle. As I said, it's not sponsored, it's not blog related or YouTube related at all. It's just something that I signed up for years ago and occasionally get things through. So yeah, I'm looking forward to giving that a try. I might do like a little blog post about it once I've sort of tried it out, to let you know what I think. But yeah, looking forward to trying it. So now that I'm back, I want to write my cards for March, because it's the 1st of March today, which is ridiculous. I don't know where this year's going. But yeah, I want to get my cards written, and then I want to try and do a little bit of blog planning, because I'm not quite sure what I want to do next week, and I need to get it in my planner really, so that I know what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm going to do that, put the telly on, and just have a quiet afternoon, I think.
I don't know where she came from, kinda turned me upside down. I just don't know what to do. I wanna spend the night at hers and bring her one of my t-shirts, so it smells like her perfume. Now I really get what the love songs are talking about, and I just wanna tell her how I feel, scream it out loud. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever lost your head? Have you felt like you were out of...
Happy Saturday. I have had a very unproductive Saturday so far. I slept for most of the morning. I'm not feeling brilliant at all, really. I was thinking about filming a video, but I'm not in the right space to do that today. So I'm going to do a bit of tidying in my room. So basically, this is like the top landing of our house, because we had a loft extension like years ago, and it leads onto my bedroom. And I say we cleared it, there's some stuff in the middle there, but we had to clear it all because we've been having it like repainted and stuff. And it was a mess before, like we just used it as a dumping ground, to be honest. And so when we sort of have been clearing it, there's been quite a few like boxes of stuff that were mine, stuff that I completely forgot I had, or that I've been looking for ages and couldn't find. And at the moment they're in my bedroom, so I think I just want to like sit and go through them, because obviously the idea is now that this has been painted, and when it's all finished and stuff, we want it to stay like nice and not cluttered with loads of stuff. And I obviously don't want stuff all over my bedroom floor, so I think that's what I'm going to do until lunchtime, just to try and get some of it done, because I hate having loads of stuff everywhere. It just makes my brain, I can't like cope. So yeah, just gonna put something on my telly and get on with some tidying.
When you saw her in that dress, when your heart is beating fast and you're sweating and you can't stop looking at her smile, then you've been in love. That's how you know you've been in love. There's something about the way she laughs and the way she always dances when she thinks nobody sees. And when she's gonna miss her so, I tell her, baby, please don't go. I think you should...
tidying up is taking longer than I thought it would. It's because I've found like loads of my old school stuff from when I was in like infant school, and it's just hilarious reading through it. Like I kept like writing stuff about how I was sad when if my brother hit me or if my brother bit me, and I was like so I've sent a picture to our family chat like, what did you used to do to me? I'm sure we were just normal brothers and sisters. I also wrote, I'll show you later, but I wrote this story about this man called Duncan, I think it was, and that I was going to stay at his house every weekend and he would stay at my house on a Friday night, and then we would go to the pub and eat crisps, and then I would sleep in the top bunk and he would sleep on the bottom bunk because he was scared of heights. Now, I never knew anyone called Duncan, and I didn't have bunk beds, so God knows where that came from. But I'm going to go down and get some lunch now, and then carry on after that. So I'm back to doing some more tidying out again, and I just thought I would show you some of the things that I come across that make me laugh. So the first thing is this lovely drawing that I did of a kangaroo when I was in reception, so I would have been 5, I think. And obviously I was trying to like do it so that it looked like it had a baby in its pouch, but it just doesn't really look like that. So yeah, just makes me laugh. I'm gonna have to keep all this stuff because it's just so funny to look back at. So this is meant to be Goldilocks seeing the daddy bear. What the hell? Oh God, Jenny. Just found this newspaper article from when I was in our local newspaper for ME Awareness Week. Like, when was this? 2005? So yeah, this was back when we thought I had ME, and I look so different. But yeah, they came out and like took a picture of me and did an interview all about ME. I've just found all my first birthday cards. Look at how like old-fashioned they all are. Does anyone else like keep stuff like this? Because my mum definitely does, and I've kind of taken after her in that I just keep so much stuff. Like yeah, cards and letters and things like that. How do you store all this stuff? Because it's stuff I really want to keep because it's got so much like history and sentimental value to it. But you get to the point where you just have so many boxes of stuff that it can get a bit overwhelming. So I'm just going through my first birthday cards. What in the hell is this? It's a pig. Well, it's a balloon, but it looks like some sort of like sex toy. Oh my God.
And I really get what the love songs are talking about. Oh, and I just wanna tell her how I feel, scream it out loud. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever lost your head? Have you felt like you were out of breath when you saw her in that dress? When your heart is beating fast and you're sweating, you can't stop looking at her smile, then you've been in love.
Good morning. It is a pretty miserable Sunday. It's pouring with rain. It's like dark and cold and just horrible. I've been to church and it went on for quite a long time. But we were like sitting, we can see like where we were sitting, we can see like the children's group, and I was just like looking out through the window and I could see this little boy just like walking around, and then he kind of came closer and I was like, oh my gosh, it's Noah. And yeah, Noah was just, I've never seen him walk that far before. He'd done like a few steps, but he was just up and walking, and I was like, oh my gosh, Noah's walking. So yeah, that was quite exciting. I was going to try and film a video before lunch, but I'm not feeling brilliant, and we've got Richard, Lisa and Noah coming over for lunch, and I just think it's going to be a rush and I'm not going to get it done how I want to get it done, so I'm going to do it tomorrow morning. So yeah, I don't know, I've just got a bit of a headache and keep feeling quite like faint, But yeah, we've got, as I said, we've got Noah coming over, so I'm hoping I might be able to catch him walking on camera like he was this morning, because yeah, it was pretty cool. But apart from that, it's just a quiet day, which I think I need, just to regroup a bit before another busy week starts. So yeah, just gonna have a quiet day, chilled out with the family. What are you doing?
Hilarious, aren't you, darling? What advantage of having a wooden floor? Get your balance.
Oh dear!
Yeah.
Uh-oh. That's it.
Good boy.
You stand up.
Just debating whether to stand up or crawl, I think.
Yeah. Good boy, well done.
This is what do I do now?
Oh! Look at that. It was almost a run. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no.
Yeah.
I haven't really filmed much today, although I don't tend to film a huge amount on a Sunday. But I think I did catch Noah doing some of his walking, which is really good. Like, he's just, all of a sudden, he's just got it. And yeah, I don't think it's going to be long before he's running around, bless him. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this week's weekly vlog. I'm trying to think what I've actually done this week. I don't think it's been like massively exciting, but hopefully there's been some bits for you to watch and hopefully enjoy, and it's not just been me rambling away. But if you have enjoyed it and you want to see more, please do give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment as well. It's always nice to get comments, and I try and reply to them as soon as I can. If there's any videos you'd like to see me do or any blog posts you want to read, please do let me know, because I'm always looking for ideas. And yeah, I will see you in another video very soon. Bye!